If you walk the streets of the city, chances are it has happened to you.
Yeah, close calls with e-bikes and scooters on the streets, in bike lanes, and even on the sidewalks. For some people, they can be an even bigger problem than cars.
It is infuriating, in fact. So what's being done to deal with this growing problem? There's 7 on your side investigative reporter Dan Krauth.
E-bikes and scooters are everywhere, and they're on a collision course with pedestrians.
You see these e-bikes and going everywhere, not stopping.
Betsy Reed knows.
My son basically flew out of the stroller and hit the ground and injured his head.
Her 2-year-old son Wyatt was injured by one, and it was captured on camera.
There's a blind spot. I couldn't really see the bikes coming.
When the light turned green, she pushed her son across Broadway to walk to breakfast.
My son basically flew out of the stroller and hit the ground and injured his head.
What's going through your head when that's happening?
I was absolutely terrified.
And what shocked her even more is what happened next.
And the guy, he got off his bike and he was like, oh, I'm going to stop. But then he just took off.
He took off.
He took off, yeah.
After getting checked out of the hospital, her son was okay, but it could have been much worse. And it's happening more often. More than 7,200 people injured this year in bike or scooter accidents. 494 of them were people walking. That's up from last year.
Where can we feel safe in New York City?
We found police are writing more tickets. Quadruple the amount so far this year compared to the same time period last year.
So your phone is literally ringing off the hook about this issue.
It is ringing off the hook.
But council member Gail Brewer says we aren't going to ticket ourselves out of the problem.
This is not an easy situation. There are 65,000 delivery people, deliveristas, and people want their food.
She filed 2 resolutions supporting state bills recently. The first would require all electric bikes and scooters used for business to be licensed and for employers to be held liable for violations, and another that would increase penalties for leaving the scene of an accident.
We have to have more accountability on both the app and the person who's delivering.
Says more has to be done, as only more electronic bikes and scooters will be filling the streets. The city's encouraging it as an alternative way of getting around the crowded streets of New York.
I definitely tell people that all of you guys need to be very careful now when you cross the street and just be super hyper aware of what's around you.